Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, viewers of all ages, welcome to The Void. My name is Logic, and today we are playing Loaded Dice. Listen to that smooth jazz. This is a roguelike Yahtzee game. Now, as far as the original board game of Yahtzee goes, I am extremely good at it, as in, I beat everyone I play. I've been beating people in this game since I was like 10 years old. Like, I'm really good at Yahtzee to the point where no one wants to play with me anymore. So when I saw this on Steam Next Fest, a Yahtzee roguelike, oh my goodness. I'm gonna load those dice, build my deck into my favor, and I'm just gonna keep winning because winning is what I do. Let's start a new game. Alright, let's jump right into a new game. Would you like to play the tutorial before starting? Nah, we don't do tutorials around here. Plastic cup. Oh, I can only pick this one? Alright. Confirm my dice. Lazy. Why are they all lazy? What does lazy dice do? Can never be re-rolled. Score plus 10 if used. If it's an instant 10 points, 10 points hard to come by. Drunk. Its base value permanently increases by +1 with each re-roll. Starts at 3. Its base value. So whenever will I see that it's, will I know which one's the lazy one? Like, will all my dice be different colors? I do want to keep some white ones to spare myself. It said they can never be re-rolled. So whatever they land on, I get 10 plus to that. Let's try this. I don't want to make them all lazy because I won't be able to re-roll if they land on the wrong number. And re-rolling is kind of the point of the game, is you need to try to get certain things. 120? In 9 hands? Doesn't the original Yahtzee have like 13 rounds you can go? I have to go 9 rounds. Okay. Alright. I used to be really good at this game. Let's see. So far I've already got 3 threes. I'm gonna try to shoot for a couple more threes. Wait, where are my colored dice? Reroll. Another 3. Oh. That's a Yahtzee. I'm not taking 15 points. I'm taking a freaking Yatzee. That's the hardest to come by. Yeah, first roll. Yahtzee first roll. Let's go. We're already in it. I told you I win. I always win, and that shows you. Okay, my dice just changed. Is that a straight? That's a freaking straight. What is happening? For a low straight. I don't even have to no, it's a large straight actually. I don't even have to re-roll. How is that large straight? I don't have a 1. I thought, whatever. Hey. Hey. That's a large straight right there. I'll take it. That was it? That was 120 points? I only played 2 hands. Let's go. Well, I told you, man. When it comes to Yahtzee, I always win. I'm gonna have so much fun building this up. That was my first round. I barely did anything. Can never be re-rolled. I already have one of those. 3 of a kind. +2 multi if the validated hand is a 3 of a kind. And I get +2. But we have to score 3 of a kind. Well, no, we don't necessarily have to. Now, to get Yahtzee in the original game, you actually just play until you guys go down the line. Well, you play 13 hands, and whoever has the most points at the end of that. But, like, I used to play with my friends, first person to fill up the card. First person to get every single one of types of those wins. But this is ending it as soon as you get the points. I could have played and, like, got more points, but so as soon as you get the points, it ends. So, with that being said, I only did, like, 2 things. I did the Yahtzee and the large straight to end the game. So, I may not necessarily get a 3 of a kind of anything. Though, I do try to go for at least a 3 of a kind before I do any of the number dice up top. The lantern, ×2 on the score multiplier, excellent. How do I use that? Excellent. Normal, excellent. Excelente. So is this like a legendary item? Charm. Charm. Equip charm. Choose your reward. This is a charm. This is a charm. This is not a charm. I don't understand. Base gold plus $5. What? Is there a shop that I need to spend money in? Remaining hands. No. Because of my points, I got plus $5. Because I had a lot of hands left over because I only played 2 rounds, I got $7. I finished the game in 2 rounds. I deserve more than that. Total earn plus $12. Why are you telling me this? I don't have anywhere to spend $12. I'm going to choose the lantern. Times 2 on the score multiplier. Because for one, it's a gold, so I'm just assuming that it's legendary or more rare than the others. Even though I believe 3 of a kind will be more. I believe 3 of a kind will be will come up more often than, but this is on everything, right? But what I didn't understand is this is a times 2 on the multiplier, and this is a plus 2. So they're giving me like 2 additional points. So if I did like 3 threes, I got 9 points. Do I just get 11 points? Or is it supposed to be like a multiplier there too? I don't know. Alright, I've done that. I can only choose one, apparently. Continue. Start visited. Choose your path. There is a shop, but there's also a question mark. What makes it so hard? I'm gonna go normal. I've only done 1 round. Oh, okay. So now everything I do should be a multiplier. Let's roll. I see it cycling the different die that I have. So I won't always get my lucky die. Don't remember what this was. This is drunk. Drunk only rolls. No. Drunk. Drunk, every time you use it, the value increases or something like that. I hate to take 6s. I can get a small straight. 1, 2, no, there's no 2. There's no 5. I won't even try that. It looks like I'm either going for like full house or 6s. Taking a low number of 6s when it's the highest number is probably one of the worst things you can do in Yahtzee. Here, take this tip. I never do this, but the special die rolled on that, and I'm kind of unfamiliar with what that's supposed to do. Give me more 6. Yes. I'll take a 3rd. And please give me a 4th. No. Okay, I have to take the 18 points. No, I have 3 of a kind. I'm gonna, this might sound crazy to you, but 3 of a kind is worth so little. 6s is worth a lot. I want to save my 6 slot for when I get more than 3 6s. No, the lazy die doesn't roll that. I want more 6s before I waste my 6 slot. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do 3 of a kind. Because it's 3 of a kind at the highest number, which is 6. Whereas if I put it in my 6 slot, how do I have 54 points? It was 10. It was worth 10. No. No. I don't know. I know that pink die starts at 3, and then it's like +1. So now it's worth 4 or something. Is there a way you can tell me? View draw. Not that draw. No, I just had a pink die. What do you mean? I'm sorry, I don't have it memorized. Drunk. Its base value permanently increases by +1 with each re-roll. I re-rolled a couple times. That's why we're at 54. But I didn't re-roll the pink. But it was out on a table when I re-rolled everywhere else. So it started at 3. Didn't I re-roll once or twice? No, I did both my re-rolls. So that's 5. Its base value was 5. Okay, so if the base value was 5, And then I got 3 of a kind for like 10. So that's 15 times 2. That still gives me 30. It doesn't give me 54. I don't know how I got 54 points. I wish it would tell me. This is only a times 2 on the score. My score told me I only got 10 points. So that should be 20. Times 2 is 20. I don't know. Something didn't add up, but I'm okay with it. Should I just take like 4, 5, 6? What's the drunk? The drunk. I have to take the. I don't like any of this. Taking 4, 5, 6, trying to get like 3 and 2 is pretty bad. Canceling out that 6 is on the board no matter what I do. Right? Drunk die cannot be rerolled. Right? I would love to reroll everything. Yeah, I'm screwed here. Take those, I guess. Huh? This sucks. There's nothing I could do, really. That roll was really bad. I could throw it away. No, I'll take it, and this will be my chance to understand what happened. I didn't use that extra die, so I should get 6 points. Yes, so something there worked. The value of it was 5, and then I used it for 6s times, but it said 10. It said 10 there, so the value was 5. So that makes it 11. I don't get it. Or whatever. Oh no! Alright, I have to take the 4s here. The orange is the drunk one. How did I get that back in the rotation? I don't know. I really want to take 4, 5, 6 and reroll the 1. I'm probably screwing myself over here. Probably. There's no 3. That's one I can throw away. That's a wash. I don't want that. How did I get 64? It added up the value of the dice anyway and gave it to my joker. Because there was nothing there. And since that die can't be rerolled, I had no choice but to keep it. Do I think 3? No, I would need a 3 and a 4, so let's not do that. Let's keep 2. Those middle numbers, they get me. Alright, reroll. 4, 5, 6 again. Oh my goodness. I cannot do anything with that. Give me another 2. 2, that's a low straight, small straight. Right, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll take it. That's it. That's game. All right. Let's see. I get a loaded die that only rolls 5s or 6s. That's useful. I get the 3 of a kind thing back. I do roll 3 of a kind. Only roll 5 or 6 is really only good for like that one round. But now that I know that the dice circle out, I kind of want that. Cursed. I don't do anything cursed. Not really. I wouldn't want it. I don't even know what it does. 1 removes all rerolls. 2 to 5. Multi is 2 to 5. Multi plus 1. So what? What? The multiplier is +1. +1 to the number that I roll. See, I'm reading this all kinds of ways, and it might not even be this way. But the way I read it is, if I roll a 5, I get multiplied 6. Right? I roll the 5, 5 plus 1, 6. My multiplier is now times 6. Also, does it remove all the rerolls for the whole game? Or just that reroll for that round? Right? Or if I roll a 6, is it multiply plus 2? So is it like a 8 times multi? That seems like it's going to exponentially give me anything. And it's only for the round that you have that die. I'm going to choose cursed. I'm going to choose that. Why can't I choose more than one? Also, why are you telling me about money? And I haven't seen a shop or any... I have seen a shop. I want the question mark, though. Shop, normal, hard. There's a question mark there. Shop and a question mark to choose from. I'm curious. What's in the shop? Another lazy die, which I don't like. Plus 15 to score. Robot MK is a trinket. 5 gold. How much gold do I have? It said I had dollars. Okay, 22 gold. So the dollars is the gold. I'm enjoying this game. This is amazing. Adds 1 extra reroll a turn. That could help. 10 gold. Box. Surprise. I like surprises. 15. Alright. I want an extra roll and 15 to my score. And surprise me. Oh no, choose one item. The hand. Adds 1 extra hand per round. I think I'm going to go with that only because you get money for how many rounds are left over. So it's like every time it's basically giving myself an extra piece of gold every time there's rounds left over. Or the friendly giraffe. Okay, don't know why I said it like that, but he was kind of friendly. So plus 2 to the score multiplier. See, I don't understand that. There needs to be a number that says score multiplier. I have something that multiplies the score, so it's already more beneficial to... That'll just end the game with rounds. So here's my logic. Plus 2 to the score multiplier. My score multiplier goes up exponentially. I finish in more rounds. I finish earlier. And therefore, more rounds are already saved and there's not really a need for the hand. Friendly giraffe. Hello. With 1 gold left, remove a die. What does a lazy can never be rerolled? Plus 10 of use. Plus 10. That's the thing I was using. No, it wasn't. It was the purple one where the multiplier starts off with 3. That's the one that I was using. 1 second. Let's see. I'm just going to continue. I have no more money. I wish I could go there. Where do I want to go next? Actually, does it really matter? Which one did it land on? 295. Look at those robots. They're adorable. All right. What do? Times 2 on the score multiplier. So if it's times 2, it'll be... Will it add first? Does the order matter? If the giraffe is there first, will it add 2? I would hate for it to add 2 after. I would like for it, after it does the multiplication, and then it just like, oh, but 2. I'd rather you multiply something that has a 2 added to it versus the other way around. That number becomes bigger if you add 2 first. Right? And if you don't understand what I mean, let's just do, if it did 5 times 10 plus 2, right? 5 times 10 is 50, plus 2 is 52. Whereas that would be 52. Whereas if it did the addition first, 5 is my base score, plus 2 is 7. 7 times 10 is going to give me 70. So I would need the addition to do quickly. Those of you who are not so quick with the math, that was for you. Adds 1 extra reroll a turn. We have 3 rerolls. 15 to plus 15 to score. See, that I don't understand. Plus 2 to the score multiplier. The score multiplier is times 2. Plus 2. So is it so now is the score multiplier times 4? Because this is plus 15 to the score overall. They're worded differently, so now I don't know how they're used. I wish a description was there. Oh no, 2 dice that cannot be re-rolled. You just re-rolled a dice that couldn't be re-rolled. How could you? That was so illegal. You should go to prison. Oh, come on. I need a full house. I was going for the full house because I didn't want to waste using this on a 3 or a 1. And the 3 and the 1 can't be re-rolled, so it doesn't make sense. Give me full house. Come on. Come on, full house. Come on. That usually works in my favor. I should just throw away. Didn't they say these were 10 if they were used? Alright, so that's 10, 20. 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, I think. Right? 26? And I don't know if it's gonna add +2 to the multiplier. And my multiplier... Is this the score multiplier? +2. So then it would be times 3. Alright, I'm gonna throw away points. It would obviously be incredible in the Joker, but that would be extra math to do. I'm gonna put it in a Joker. I don't know. And then whatever number they give me will let me know what order operations they did. But I'm gonna put it in a Joker. Yes, it did go in order. It did boom, boom, boom. 270, right? It added it first. I wish it showed it here, but it showed it there. And I didn't realize it was showing it there until it was too late. So I actually didn't get to see what it was doing. But I believe it did what I thought it did. It did the add in giraffe first. That's why I could rearrange the order. So +15 to the score should actually go before the multiplier. And then adds extra roll per turn at the end because it doesn't get affected by anything. So it should do boom, boom, boom. Because that's what it did. It highlighted it. I'm hoping that that's what that is. 6, 6. Oh, small straight. I don't know what to do. I don't... Yeah. I'm gonna get more points for the small straight, aren't I? Than I would get if I took the 6s and kept rolling. Yeah, the game's over anyway. The game's over no matter which one I took. So, small straight. It's over. Yep. That was a multiply times 6, so it did do it the way I thought it would. Add it. Yes, I love my trinkets. And they're giving me the hand if I want it. I like the loaded die. I didn't get to use the loaded this round. +2 multi if the validated hand adds 1 extra hand around. Yeah, remaining hands gave me +7. That would just give me $1, 1 extra gold. I don't think it's worth it for 1 extra gold. The multiplier to get that score up is probably going to be it because the target is going to increase exponentially, I'm assuming, and then I'm going to need so much more to get through it. And it's best if I have multipliers or something. I'm going to go for the die. Dare I do something hard? 597. I'm here for it. I'm here for the challenge. Roll. We have to play with skill. And with skill, I mean that small straight. That small straight. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I make it a straight with a 5? Give me that 5. 5, 5, 5, 5. Double 6s. Come on now. I need a 5. I need a 5. Why does that keep landing on 6? Oh, it's still a lot of points for the small straight, but +15 to score. +15 to the score first before the multiplier is the best. Let me see. I have to pay close attention. I'm putting it in small straight. So 20 times 1, 21, 26, 30, 45, and then multiplied it. Yeah. It was 30, it bumped it to 45, and then multiplied it. If I'd have added that to the end, that would have been ridiculous. All right, we're at 270 for our first roll. We're going to get through this. Fours look mighty lovely. I can't even try any kind of tricks. I need to probably just go for the fours for this round. And forget about that too, even though it can't be rerolled. Now I have 2 twos. I can either try to go for multiple twos or a full house. I have 2 rolls to try to get a full house. Yes, full house. Oh, let's go. That's going to be another 270, isn't it? No. The values are different based on that. All right. 59 times 6. That's it. GG's. All right, I had that in the bag. 2 rounds in. Had it in the bag. I keep getting remaining hand 7. I can finish these rounds in 2 rounds. This is my game. I tell you, I always win at Yatzee. I always win at Yatzee. You don't want to play me in Yatzee, man. And it's not just like doing the math of the dice, it's the strategy. Like for some reason, my strategy just always turns out really good. Like I always just end up making the correct decision. The goat, each time a Yahtzee is validated, plus 10 multi permanently. Well, why wouldn't anyone do that? Permanently? So like every round? It's really hard to get Yahtzee, by the way. That's not gonna trigger. I got Yahtzee first round, never got another one. That's gonna be really hard to trigger. Choose your 2 rewards. Can I choose 2 down the bottom? Nah, pointless. What do you do? Add an extra. That's been coming in useful. These I will not get rid of. So I can only actually take 1 more trinket. And it's either the trinket that's going to give me a multi if I do 3 of a kind or permanent. I'm going to choose the permanent one. Right? Each time a Yahtzee is validated, plus 10 multi permanently. I just think it has the chance in endgame, right? Plus 2 to the multiplier. So if I did 3 of a kind, no, 3 of a kind is always what I aim for. I think this will help me. Right now, my multiplier is 6. If I did this, my multiplier would be 8, always. What should I do? An 8 multiplier or a permanent plus 10 to the multiplier? Permanently, though. So if I got a Yahtzee, Yahtzees are the hardest thing to get, though. If I got a Yahtzee, for the first Yahtzee I got, my multiplier would be 16. And I'm doing all right with the multiplier that I have. And it says permanently. So once I get Yahtzee once, I'm assuming my multiplier is always going to be 16. Forever. Until I get another Yahtzee. So all I need is 1 Yahtzee. 16 times multi blows this one out of the water. Okay. Cannot be held during rerolls. Counts times 2 in the chain. What do you mean counts times 2 in the chain? Like they count it twice? Like I technically would have. Like they count that number twice? Like if I rolled a 5, I would have 2 5s to the chain? That's kind of interesting. Wouldn't help you get a Yahtzee because it would be harder to play with, harder to get a Yahtzee with. But I don't have it. I have one of the others, so I might as well. Alright, that was awesome. Time to see what the question mark is. A gleaming chrome machine stands in the middle of the room, covered in blinking bulbs in the dark. On the side, a plastic cup holds a few coins. On the screen, good luck. La Shega sits right next to it, on a stool, arms crossed. She eats your gold, but sometimes gives back more. Sometimes. Do you want to eat my gold? I have 5 gold for you to eat? I don't care. She can have it. I'm not buying anything. I have all the trinkets I can possibly hold, unless they allow you to purchase like another trinket slot. I can't buy anything else. You can have it. Nothing. Oh, I get to keep spinning. Here's the problem with this screen, and I know it's just a demo. I don't know how much gold I have. Okay? You win! Gatecrasher. What did I win? 2 matching symbols, not bad. Gatecrasher. Leave. What is Gatecrasher? You get up and leave. Continue. What did I win? Also, this screen doesn't tell me how much gold I have either. Back to the question mark, I guess. I cannot go to a shop. I have all the trinkets I need, and the dice, if I get too many of the weird, awkward dice, it's gonna mess up the game. Okay. At the back of the room, a proper casino table. A croupier in a dark suit shuffles cards without looking at you. 21. The rules are the same as anywhere else, except the loser pays cash. Oh? He waits, hands flat on the green felt. Dealer has a 9. Oh, dealer's got 19. I've got 11. Hit. 21. Dealer's got 19. I win cursed. Gatecrasher must be a die. I haven't seen it in the thing yet. That's why I didn't know what it was. The dealer slides a die across the table. You win cursed. Don't I have a curse die already? It actually never came up. Let's go for hard again. 1,470. I should have gone normal because it gets harder as it goes up. What's this? Is that the amount of points I have? 25. I see I have a purple one here. View draw, please. What's purple then? That must be the Gatecrasher. I have 15 white, 2 cursed. No, then that isn't Gatecrasher. What did I win from the woman? Whatever. I don't know what the purple one does. Who cannot be held during the reroll? Cannot be held. Pink, right? The pink's not on the list either. You don't change when you reroll. 5. I'm pretty sure you cannot be held during the reroll, but I don't know. So I might as well... Alright, let me reroll and see what that says. No, it held it. It held it. So I don't know what I have. Stop rolling the same stupid number. 3. I'm putting it in Joker. I can't do anything with this. I didn't even roll a full house. Why would I hold 2 5s or 2 6s? It's stupid to waste Joker this early, but this is a Joker with very high numbers. So, yeah, high number Jokers. Wait, what? That was still a times 6 because I never got Yatzee. Okay. It's 300. It's gonna be really hard. 2 counts. This is... Why don't you remind me? I don't know what they do. The 2 makes the multi plus 1? Yes. Why'd it have to be the lowest number, though? Multi plus 1. And then... Yeah. Whatever. There we go. Full house. Take the full house. An additional multi there. My multi is 8 times 8 now. No, it's not. That 2 die. My multi is times 6, but that plus the black die, since I rolled the 2, it was plus an additional... Should have been plus an additional 1, but it looked like it gave me additional 2 because it was 8 times instead of 6 times. Okay, that's my full house. Everything else is gonna be so hard to come by. I'm going for again. I can't even get a full house this time. I have to take the 3s. I at least have to get 3 of a kind. Yeah, I have to go for the 3s because this can't be re-rolled. Yes. I have to put that in 4 of a kind. Unless you want to give me another 3, so I can put it in Yatzee. They gave me another 3. I'm putting it in Yatzee, bitches. Now I've got permanent plus 10 multi. My multiplier is now 16. My multiplier is now 16. Oh goodness, my multiplier. I am unstoppable. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I'm unstoppable. Unstoppable. I can't even choose any more rewards. Can I keep a 16x multi and throw this away? It says every... Can you tell me about yourself? Who are you? It's permanent. There's nothing that stands in my way. I just need to know the friendly giraffe. I'm always going to use rerolls. +2 if it's 3 of a kind, which I don't even take it if it's not 3 of a kind. That's the base value. The pink one is the drunk, where the base value is multied. Each reroll starts at 3. So if I had, that's why it held it. Okay, cannot be held during reroll, so that must counts twice in the chain. I want another one of those. I won't take any that. These aren't even interested, and I don't remember what they do well enough to know if that's going to be effective. This is plus 15 to the score, and I'm wondering if any kind of multiplier would blow it out the water, blow the plus 15 out the water. I think so. I always reroll, so it's not useful to swap that out. But I will eventually swap out that first robot. Adds 1 extra hand around. Yeah, that would just give me an extra $1 in gold. Gold, which I can't use. +2 if the hand is 3 of a kind. Is +2 to the multiplier. So that would be an 18 times multi. Any number times 18 is going to be way better than 15 points. Right? Yeah, has to be. I don't know. I'm tempted to swap the 3 of a kind because I get 3 of a kind more often. No. No. Doesn't this only mean if I put numbers in 3 of a kind, not if I accept 3 dice? Like if I roll 3 ones and I have no more rerolls left, that's technically 3 of a kind, but that's not what they mean, right? They mean if I put my score into 3 of a kind. Yeah, forget that. Forget that. We don't need that. Not using that at all. We have 2 normals to go to, and then we fight the boss. I think I'm completely kitted up and ready for this boss. This normal is, the score is lower than my last score. Come on. +15 to score. I think any kind of multiplier I do, now that my multiplier is so high, is gonna beat that. But 15, and then adding a 15 to the score multiplier. I think these are these in the right order? Yes. Is this in the right order? +10. +10 multiplier. I'm trying to figure out if this plus should go before the lantern, but it's worded so differently. I think so. I think these need to swap places. So now it's +12 times 20 times 24. Right? It was 16 before, right? Because it was +2, and then times that for 6 times 3. So it was the whatever the thing is, which is 1, +2 is 3, times that is 6, and then it did 6 plus 10 for 16. But if I did 1 plus 2 is 3, plus 10 is 13, times 2 is 26. I had this in the wrong order. It's gonna be excellent. It should say 26 this time instead of 16. I keep forgetting which dice do what. They don't even show the orange one. Drunk is pink. Who's orange? Oh, yeah. I don't know what orange is anymore. Oh, come on. And they don't even show all of them. What do the orange ones? I should write it down. The lazy. There's a couch on them. Lazy. Lazy. They don't count for 2 though. What do the lazy dice do? They're not the ones that only roll 5 or 6 either, because lazy dice cannot be re-rolled. So I have to take this and hope for a full house. Right? There's a gate crasher finally, but they don't tell me what it does. Is there an... I need to know what every single dice does. View bag. Lazy. Can never be re-rolled. Scores +10 if used. Completely didn't even realize the +10 thing. Gate crasher. Always counts in the calculation. Regardless of category. Let's go. Only rolls 5. I love the lazy one. Well, not really. Because I rolled 2. I don't like having 2 of them here. Because that means I have to keep both die. I can never go into one category or get Yatzee, because I'm forced to keep them both. The red ones are the ones that cannot be held. That one has a permanently its base value. Oh, okay. Bonus score +8. I didn't know it was permanent. And this one is the one where I got a 2. The multi was +1. Okay. So yeah, I have to go for a full house here. And I got it. Let's go. All right. What I'm looking for is a 26 times multi over a 16. Full house. 26. I had them in the wrong spot. Yes. 26 times multi. This boss is about to be run the fuck through. Let's go. Drunk die. It doesn't even matter what I get. Right? It doesn't matter. Just choose. I didn't even look. Oops. Can't use it anyway. Continue. But I'm defeating this boss right here. Modifier. Force score no points. Target is 3,000. I get half that target in one dice roll. This boss is done. I just won't use force. Watch out, only roll 4. Ooh. That's rough. I have high numbers though. I have snow. Honestly, that's rough. What should I do? I cannot throw away my first roll. I have to throw it away. I have to throw it away. It's still a lot of money, right? 26 times whatever. It's still 1040. No. Yes, 4. Okay. I'm keeping it just because. Why am I keeping it again? My multiplier is +1. I'm keeping it just because the multiplier is an 27. The multiplier is 27. These are all over the place, and I can't do anything. I don't even care about the 27 multiplier. I just don't want to have to re-roll. I'll go for sixes. That's all I can do, really. Yeah, all I can do is go for those sixes. 3, 6. I'll even roll this again. I'm not worried about 3 of a kind. Yes. Wait. What happens with... Wait, wait, whoa. I run a 6. It's a higher multi, right? 2 plus 2 to the multiplier. So that's just gonna give me a 28. Not a 28 multi. I still have a reroll, so I might as well use it, but I seriously doubt that's gonna roll into a 6. It would have been a Yahtzee if it did. I'm pretty sure I get more points if I do it into the 6s instead of the 4 of a kind. 4 of a kind of the highest number. I'll go here. I'm pretty sure it's higher here because the base number is higher. So I'm pretty sure that means I'll score a lot more here. 30. Wow. I told you I was going to run through this boss, man. Look at this. Next hand. All right. Gate 2 6s. Best thing I could probably go for is a full house. But the purple is the gate crasher. Always counts regardless of category. I want full house. So I'm going to try to go for full house. 3. Otherwise, where would I drop it? There's literally nowhere to drop it unless I get... it'll be a wash for like one of the other 3s or something. 5. Yeah, that screwed me. Just put it in the 2s. It doesn't matter. It's gonna go in the 2s, but the 5 will count as a higher number. So, yeah, whatever. Ha! Loaded dice. You defeated the boss and completed the loaded dice demo. The full version features many more floors, dice, charms, events, and complete cross-run progression system. Thank you for playing. Wishlist on Steam. You bet it. I am wishlisting this. This is my game. I am the ultimate Yahtzee player. I don't know how you can get much better. I have absolutely no complaints about the game other than that hovering thing. I should be able to hover over them and they can remind me. Let's go back to the main menu. This is fantastic. The fact that there's even background music. Some of the demos I've been playing have been like quiet and dry. It set the tone, it set the mood. There were no bugs in the game. Oh my goodness. I have nothing to complain about. Quality of life thing is there were some places where it was referring to gold or the amount of money I had. Couldn't see it. Had no idea how much money I had, what I was using or whatever. There should be a way to buy an additional trinket slot. I could sell the trinkets, but all the trinkets I had worked so well together. I wanted more. I love the fact that even though it took me a while to notice, I love the fact that the order of the trinkets matters. You do that math and you can go from having a 16 multiplier to having like a 28 multiplier or 26 times multiplier just by paying attention to the order of your trinkets. I love that calculation was in there. It took me a while to notice because they didn't tell you that was the case, and I just happened to see them glowing, and I go, hold on, I like math as much as the next person. Let me reorder these just a moment. Amazing. That when I discovered that, blew me away. Made me love the game even more. This is something that I could just sit here spending my time doing, even if you're not like gambling for money. Now the little pieces of gambling that they threw in at the question mark locations, that was cool. Maybe unnecessary. I get that it's like a little bit of a break from playing the same game over and over, but I'm here for this. One thing that I would like to see is multiplayer, right? Yahtzee has never been single player, and turn it into a roguelike like this is perfect for me. This is a perfect game for me because I love Yahtzee. I was great at it. Turning this into a multiplayer where each person gathers their own trinkets to try to beat out their teammates. Oh my goodness, that can scale exponentially, making this like this is gonna be one of the top games in Steam Next Fest. I absolutely love the game. I want to play again, but I feel like I saw all of the available trinkets, and I don't see any other combination that's going to get me higher points than the combination that I had just put in, and I got to witness a few of the other ones. If I didn't get to witness them, let me check the catalog before I say this. Okay, I lied. It, I was going to. Now, are these not here because they're not in the game yet, or are they not here because I hadn't purchased them yet? No, I hadn't seen this one and it's here. I haven't, yeah. Are they in the game, I wonder? Yeah, because I haven't purchased a lot. I saw this but didn't purchase it either. Maybe the question mark ones aren't in the game yet. I was just gonna say, having the catalog like this to see what they do is fantastic. Now, the only quality of life gripe I have is that in the game, I didn't mind bouncing back and forth to the settings to find what each of the dies did, but when I hover over a trinket, when I click on the trinket tells me exactly what it does. The dice should be able to do the same. I should be able to hover over them. They tell me I don't have to bounce back and forth. Also, that list that I was bouncing back and forth into initially, the first list where I view the bag, they weren't showing me all the dice all the time to let me know which ones was like which. And then I found that second page a little bit later on. That was good. But having that in the game prevents me from having to go back and forth like, what's the pink one do? What's the orange one do? I do believe two of them said they don't reroll or you can't hold them during reroll. Which one versus which? It kind of helps if you can have that right on screen, because when you're sitting here and you're trying to strategize and you're doing the math for everything, you don't want to stop, go to a new screen, come back to that screen, and then try to refactor in all your numbers. It kind of breaks the immersion and just a little frustrating to deal with, but I have absolutely no complaints. Oh, man, this might be my top game of this June Steam Next Fest, man. I'm gonna be playing again. I'm gonna play this demo again on the off chance. Like, I won't be recording it or anything. I'm just so addicted and so good at Yatzee that I'm just gonna keep playing this. I've already wishlisted, waiting for it to come out. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you had as much fun with this game as I did. I'm gonna be playing so many more demos during Steam Next Fest, so go ahead and like I'm going to be playing so many more games during Steam Next Fest. All these demos coming out are fantastic. So go ahead and like the video if you want to keep up with all the games that I'm going to play and hear all of my feedbacks for the up and coming games. You're going to have to subscribe, click the bell for notification, leave a comment. I do read them. I do respond back. I do get a lot of developers saying thanks for trying out my game. Happy to do that. Happy to help. I myself am a developer, and that feedback is definitely useful. So go on, leave a comment, tell me what you thought, and I'll catch you in the next one.